Well, welcome YouTube friends and family to part 2 of the never-ending clothing declutter. So today is actually Tuesday. I want to thank all of you who have commented such nice encouraging words. No negative comments up to now. Y'all, this has been like a whole lot. I'm going to share up front at the beginning of this video because I'm really not sure what the day or the next couple days are going to bring. Just a little update on my mom and why I may have to be late, or I am late with this video. I hope you'll stay tuned. Well, it hasn't gotten any warmer, y'all. It's 26 degrees here in Ohio with a feels like a 15. It's been snowing off and on, no appreciable accumulation. I'll call it a dusting. So I need to go let the chickens out and feed and water them shortly, but I thought, well, I can at least get started on my intro and talk a little bit about what's going on in my life, just to give you an update and also to ask for your well wishes, thoughts, and prayers. So as you all know, my mom is in a memory care assisted living. My mom will be 88 in August, so she's 87 and a half, I guess you would say. And over the last 6 months, my mom has been experiencing kind of a degree of heart failure. And I say degree because it's not affecting her quality of life as it would if she were up and active. I mean, my mom still walks, but very, very little. So I did have a call during the night last night from the facility with a medication order change to try to get some of the fluid off. So I just don't know, y'all. I just never know what day to day it's going to be like. So if I ever disappear, just remember, I'll at least try to put something in the community tab. Always check the community tab. If you don't know how to do that, go to your subscriptions, click on the Wellness Homesteader, then across the top, it'll have a whole bunch of tabs. One of them says community. So if there's anything emergent, I will let you know. So what am I going to work on today? Well, I think it would be remiss if I didn't share what I finally got done in my closet. I did finish it all up that day. It is all donated. And I managed to donate, y'all. Are you sitting down? This is not what I threw away. This is not what I'm giving to a neighbor. Although none of that was hanging clothes anyway. 503 pieces. So a lot went out of here. I have 500 extra hangers. If you're in need, drop me a comment. Just kidding. So let me take you over and show you where I am with the big closet, the portions I've done. I am working on the little closet this morning, and I'm going to share with you a couple things today. I want to share with you how I'm making labels for the bins that I already have to make things very organized in my shelving closet, as well as if you are doing a clean out, and I think some of you are planning on doing that, what you would need to do in order to take that off your taxes, like how do you calculate what something is worth. So I hope you'll stay tuned and find this beneficial. Y'all, it may not look like to you that I've cleaned anything out, but as a matter of fact, this was completely full. This was full back to the corner. It was full back to the corner here. And up here, it was also very full, not clear back to the corner, obviously. So I really feel pleased with what I've done thus far. And while I know this looks like a lot of clothes, these are all things that indeed I do wear. Over here in this closet, this was full of bins, boots, shoes. I am emptying out everything out of this closet. I do think it is easier to revisualize a space if you take everything out first. I did not do that on my big closet because I just really didn't have any place to put it. So there's where we are. That's why there's all this junk here. There's stuff on the floor. Oh, Lord. You know, it looks like something blew up in here. Just saying. I did want to give you just before we get into labeling, I wanted to give you a quick update about Cedarville. So my contact reached out to me again, and I will drop this time, I did not last time, in the description box, the link that you can use along with a special discount code of 30% off. Y'all, let me tell you, I obviously haven't worn these because the tag is still on. These shoes are so nice for those of us who have a wider foot, or those of us who have balance problems. It has a lot of cushioning. It has a really, really great arch support. And that is super important for me because I have a very high arched foot, albeit very fat. It comes in so many different styles, so many different colors. You don't have to get orange. And this is actually a leather-ish. It's not suede. It looked suede in the last video, so I wanted to be sure and share that. So, very reputable company, all kinds of products. I think you can find something that will really meet your needs. If you're concerned about protecting your feet, wearing a shoe that's too narrow, too tight in the toe box, if you have balance trouble, or if you just want some really cute, high quality shoes, Cedarville is the way to go. All right, I am going to insert right here a little piece that I recorded yesterday because I know I'm going to get comments on how did I make these tags. So these are inexpensive, and I will link all the things below like I always do. Inexpensive tags that come from Amazon. I used my Cricut, and I'm going to show you how I did that, and I made vinyl words for each of these. What I had found is in the past, I was using these, which came from the Dollar Tree. The problem is once you write on them with Sharpie, I cannot totally get it off. Well, okay, I shouldn't be spit washing around on camera. I've tried a magic eraser. I've tried alcohol. I had some extras. It's what I partially used for the freezer. What I like about using the vinyl is you can simply scrape it off if you decide to change up how you're organizing your bins. So let me just show you what it's going to look like here. Give me a second. I do have a couple bins already finished. Now, if you're wondering where I got the bin with this clear thing, it was a very long time ago. I've had these for years and years and years and years, from 31. They make a lot of bags and bins, etc. I have Dollar Tree bins. I have probably some Walmart bins. I'm not so hung up on whether they match. I'm not really even hung up on this piece. What I am hung up on is how I fold so that I can see at a glance everything I have. I do like to do it in color order because that's how I roll. So right here, I'm going to insert how I make the vinyl base tags. One of the things I really enjoy about the KonMari method is the best way to fold items to maximize your space, to be able to see what you have. So if I would take this bin and just, fold things and put them in here like stacked, I would forget about what's on the bottom. Ask me how I know. So let me show you the preferred method of folding from KonMari. So this is a pair of joggers or workout. These are actually workout pants. So what you want to do is you want to fold your pants item in half, but instead of folding it exactly in half, wow, look at the cat here. You want to leave a gap, a little gap here. And this is key in getting things to stand up well in your bins. So then you fold it in thirds and in thirds. And when you finish, it should stand up relatively straight like that. So, great way to fold pants. For shorts, I wear longer shorts, granny shorts. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to pick off the cat hair. Y'all, Frankie must have been on the bed here. We're going to fold it in half We're going to leave that gap at the top. And then if your shorts are shorter, you can fold them in half, but I'm going to again do thirds. We have a tidy little package here. I can see exactly what I have, and it pretty much stands up. It's not going to stand up well on the bedspread. If you have shorter shorts, like workout shorts, gym shorts, I guess you would say, I fold those in a very similar manner, but instead of in thirds, you fold it in half and then in half again. And you can tuck in the crotch if you want. It does leave a wrinkle when you do that, but you can see what you have at a glance. I wish it actually went as fast as Fastmo did. Now, I know this looks like a lot of exercise wear. I used to go to the gym every morning before work when I was in town and not working away. If I was working away, I went to the gym at whatever hotel I was staying at. So I actually have embroidered bins, some of them, from having a 31 party, and this says workout pants. I don't think I'm going to bother with making another label because if you can see, this is higher in the back than in the front. It's easy to see at a glance what you have. And isn't that way better than this? So I have done a lot of my closet already. I'm going to continue working, and then I will bring you back and show you what the edited closet looks like. I kind of went over in part one how I decide to get rid of things, and you might have seen me toss a pair of pants because I looked at them and I'm like, those will never fit me in my natural lifetime. I thought I had caught all the really, really small ones, but at any rate, we're going to keep going and get this job done. So while we're working on folding things neatly, I thought I would show you how to fold a t-shirt. Y'all, this is going to give you so much room in your drawers. If you are stacking t-shirts horizontally instead of the vertical storage, this makes such a difference. So we have here a plain black workout shirt, and I'm going to lay it out with the front facing me. Then I am going to fold it in about a third. So almost right at the neckline, works really well. And you don't have to be quite this fussy, y'all. Then you want to fold the second side over to the first side. Now, if your sleeve is hanging over, you just fold it back to prevent wrinkles. You bring the bottom almost all the way to the top, and then fold in thirds. And now you have a tiny little tidy package that you can store vertically in your drawers. This is how I store all of my tank tops. I haven't even gotten to that, y'all. I'm having a feeling we might have a part 3. So let's see what this one is. Okay, this is one of my favorite workout shirts. It says, I hate you. I hate myself. See you tomorrow. It's a gym thing, right? So tank tops can be a little difficult to fold, especially like if you have a racer back tank or just, you know, the real floppy straps like this is. So we're going to use this as a very similar principle. So you want to put the inside facing you, and we're going to fold it in about a third. Don't worry about this right now. We're going to take the second side and fold it clear to the edge of the first side. Then we're going to take the top and fold it almost to the bottom, then in thirds and in thirds again. And y'all, how neat is that tank top? No straps flailing around. It really makes a difference. Now y'all might be, and I hope y'all will excuse my appearance. This is dressed down day to day. I'm clean. That's about all I can say. I had kind of a busy night last night just with the issue with my mom, and I haven't slept well for a couple nights, so this is as good as it gets. You may be wondering, well, why should I take advice from you? Because I've seen your closet. You haven't seen my drawers yet, but you've seen my closets, and you may be thinking, wow, sweating, expected, puking, optional. I must have been all up in my feelings when I bought this one. Oh, y'all. I love to go to the gym, but I will share with you, I live very near Cedarville University. They have an amazing gym. Amazing. However, and if you're a community member, you can join the gym, so to speak. However, the problem was during the pandemic, the college had some challenges, guys. They didn't have the first cases of the V, but they certainly had the most cases of the V. And so this created huge issues. The gym was closed to the public. Now, I realize, y'all, that that's been 2.5 years ago. I realize that. However, the V is not over with in our area. When I went to the doctor last week, just for my regular checkup, I had to wear a mask because levels are still high in that area. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. And in case you're wondering, where do you get all your workout clothes? I'm just going to tell you, they all, 99.99% of them came from the Goodwill or another thrift store. Guys, people all the time start going to the gym, buy a whole bunch of new clothes, and then they're like, I'm over it, and they donate them. So you can find new or almost like new items for next to nothing at the thrift store. I very rarely have ever bought new tops. And the reason I have so many tank tops, before y'all ask, is because I usually wear them 2 at a time. Sometimes I even wear 3. So I think all of these are absolutely fine. So I'm going to keep folding. These go in my workout tops bin that is already embroidered. And we're getting through this closet relatively quickly. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to say to you all. I'm going to fold and talk, right? Let's say you hit the wall. Did I hit the wall? Whatever day I don't remember what day I started on this. I definitely hit the wall to the point, if you're to the point where you cannot make any decisions or you're like, throw it all away, it's time to take a break. Whether that break involves overnight. Yeah, this is a LuLaRoe workout shirt. And I don't know if I will ever wear this. I've not worn it yet because it's white. Y'all, being a nurse for so many years, the last color that you will see in my closet, if you noticed, is I do not wear a lot of white. I got enough white to last me the rest of my lifetime. So this would definitely require a shirt underneath. It's pretty thin and clingy. So this is a maybe. All right, I'm going to keep folding. Then I'm going to bring you back. I'll show you what is left to do. I have shorts and these workout tops to finish, and then there are 2 bins up top. I know one is sweaters, not even sure what's in the other one, if anything. And we'll talk about a couple items I'm not real clear what I'm going to do with. So I hope you will stay tuned, and I hope you're finding this helpful. Y'all, we should have some fun with this, right? I thought I would share with you a couple of my very, very favorite shirts. And again, you can see why I wear 2 tank tops. This says, they whispered you can't withstand the storm. I replied, I am the storm. So you can no longer get these. This was when I did the Lady Boss Lean program. Guys, it totally worked. I'm not going to share what I'm doing because I don't know if it's successful, but I will tell you I am dropping some weight. Another one I love says, if I pass out, please note my time. Oh gosh. I must have been in a bad mood when I bought some of these. Everything hurts and I'm dying. And then a very funny one, and if you get it, you get it. It says, oh my quad, Becky, look at her squat. That is a play on words for a very popular song. So I hope, oh, and this one, can't forget. This one's a little bit warm, but it's one of my favorites. And it says, the gym is my happy hour. So while these are gym clothes, let me tell y'all something. Other than especially these cotton ones, they are great for gardening, for taking care of the chickens, for mucking out the coop. They're not high quality. So if I ruin one, well, I would hope I wouldn't ruin, if I pass out, please note my time, but I hope I wouldn't ruin some of my favorite ones. But this is the kind of thing you don't always see me in videos because, I don't know, there's a little, I'm kind of fluffy, y'all. And sometimes I don't, also I worry about, like, if I'm bending over and gardening, I don't want to show cleavage. So anyway, you'll probably see some of these upcoming. Pretty much everything in this fit. I have gone through the little closet. I thought I had, I think in the fall, but there were still things that I'm like, yeah, no. And I thought I had some, like, shorty shorts. Yeah, no, I got rid of all those. So at least I didn't have to deal with that humbling walk of shame. All right, back to work. So on this day, I'm just creating some labels, and I am using the vinyl that comes from Amazon. I have always used Cricut brand vinyl. This stuff works great. It comes in the 12 by 12 sheets. So once you've selected your tags that you want to print, you simply click the size of your mat, the material you're using, which is vinyl, and then it's going to actually load up your project, and you can determine whether your piece of vinyl is large enough. You simply put it into the Cricut. The load button will flash. Once it is loaded, the little Cricut icon flashes. You hit that, and magically the machine will measure out your material, as you see it doing here. And then it's smart enough to actually cut out those words that you want to make. And I'll be putting them on these plastic type Amazon tags. So our cut is complete, and now I'm going to remove it from the sticky mat, and I'm just going to cut away the portion that I printed on. And I do try to be as conservative as I can with the use of the vinyl, because you can make a lot of labels out of a 12 by 12 sheet if you cut it like this and don't use the entire sheet. So there I have my 4 labels, and I'm just going to cut them apart word by word. And now comes the fun part, where you're going to weed away the pieces of vinyl that aren't part of the word. So your Cricut should have come with a little pokey tool that makes it super easy to pick up the edge of the vinyl, and then you're going to very carefully peel it away, making sure that your letters stay intact on the backing, but the waste material, if you will, peels away. Now, if you don't like fiddly little picky things, you probably won't enjoy making labels. I enjoy fiddly little picky things, so this is fine for me. And I will also share, using the permanent vinyl from Amazon has made this job 3,000% easier. I was using some vinyl you see over on the right of the screen that I had that was actually from Cricut. And let me tell you, that stuff does not cut nearly as nicely as the vinyl does from Amazon. Plus, Amazon is significantly less expensive. So there you see, yeah, it sticks to you. You have your word, and then you need to weed out, or weed as they call it, any of the centers of letters, and then make sure lots stick to you. I found them everywhere, all over the house. So once you finish that, you're going to pick up a different material, and this is called transfer tape. And I am using the Cricut brand. You can reuse a piece of transfer tape over and over, guys. Did not know that. Thank you, Grace, for that tip. You want to use this tool to press down so that the tape sticks to the letters very, very well. And then you're just going to peel off that backing. If any letter sticks, like I have a letter sticking here, just re-rub it. And re-rub it. And here you go. So I'm going to eyeball this now sticky piece of transfer tape onto the label. And then again, you want to use your scoring tool, I guess you would call it, to press down firmly and then slowly peel it away. And there you have a beautiful label. Y'all, I thought I would share with you from the Goodwill valuation guide. It's not a donation guide, it's a valuation guide found at goodwill.org. It has pretty much anything you would want to donate. They have simplified this, and I'm actually going to print a copy, maybe. Let's see. Print. I may not be able to connect up here. So what I've done here is, as we've been going through, each time I did a dress or whatsoever, I made a hash mark. I totaled them up. I multiplied it by the valuation guide. So for Goodwill, my total that I can take as a donation is $1,423. And for Second Act of Cedarville, $719. Now, you will want to, Goodwill gives you a receipt. Second Act does not. Let's see. This was on the 13th. 3/13/23. So, I'm going to print a copy of this, attach it here with my receipts from the donation center. And then when tax time comes, I don't have to worry. I don't think I'm in the area that would be audited because my income is so low, but I want to be honest. So, you know, if you are doing donations, they can really add up, y'all. So my grand total was $2,142. So that's a pretty good chunk that I can claim as a charitable donation. All right, y'all. Look how cute. Now, as the weather gets warmer, my jeans bin will go up top and the shorts won't be stacked, but I am super pleased. There's actually room to scoot these back, but I don't want to encourage any more stashes. And I have my boots all lined up. My vacuum cleaner and floor cleaner will go in front here, and we can mark this off our to-do list. Y'all, I have to tell you, I feel thinner. I feel better. What a huge relief to have all that done. I ended up through that little closet with about a hefty bag to dispose of. I knew the clothing in there probably was either wearable, trashable, and then I did find a couple things for my neighbor and her daughter, so I'll be taking those over later this week. I went ahead and gathered my receipt from the donation center and the valuation guide that I printed and all of my little tallies, put it together. It's in with my taxes. So I hope that will help you out. If you itemize, that is a nice way that you can get credit for what you're doing. And for me, that is a much greater value than worrying about trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace, etc. I did find out too, y'all, I wanted to tell you, for the women's shelter, check with them because in my particular case, they're giving them vouchers towards different places, but, you know, basically like Goodwill or thrift stores. So they can go purchase whatever it is they want or need with the voucher. I also know that Second Act of Cedarville, when they have things that are too nice or they have too much of it, they also will pass it on to other charitable organizations. So I feel really good about what I've done. So what's left? Oh, a lot, y'all. Actually, pajamas and underclothes, which I'm not going to share. Because y'all don't need to see it. You want to come and say hi, Frank? He's like, I don't know, Mom. I made a pretty big mess in here. So what did I do with leftover bins? I always save my bins. I repurpose them all over the house. I can say those tags and the Cricut made it a little bit more fun. I still have to go through shoes and handbags as well. But guys, it's a process. So instead of looking at, oh, I still have all this stuff to do, I'm going to look at it like the lion's share of what is difficult, which the big closet was the most difficult. It's done, y'all. It's done, and it's done, and I've learned my lessons from it. So that is another important piece. Y'all, as you do learn things, write it down if you need to. I kind of arrived at this place for a couple reasons. One is the lifestyle, not working anymore. But the other is from a mental supposed need, I guess you would say, to have a lot of clothes because I never did. And you know what, y'all? The older I get, the less I want because it's just more to take care of. So I did do my laundry this morning, finally. And it's such a pleasure putting things away because I just have all the space. So even though the closet over here doesn't look maybe as small as you might think with as much as I took out, you have to realize it was in there like that. Oh, and that reminds me, y'all, in case you're wondering what's wrong with my face, that is not a blemish. I went to put the chickens away one night, and when I shut the door, a spider landed on my face and bit me twice before I could get it off. It is now deceased because, yeah, it really bit into me. So, but it's getting better. So that's a positive. I've been meaning to say that because I noticed it in my last two videos, and I'm like, y'all probably thinking, you're going through your second adolescence, which wouldn't be a bad thing. All right, y'all. As I continue to organize, drop me a comment below. Are there other things you would like to see? My kitchen is finished, my freezers, my big freezer and my refrigerator freezer is finished. So those things I don't really need to do, but I'm always happy to share any of the divesting process that might be of help to you. Now that I have all the clothes out of my guest room or son's room's closet, I just have all of his stuff left. So I may try going through some of that and seeing if he would be willing to part with some of it. It's been here so many years. I'm just thinking there's probably a lot of that stuff that he does not want that maybe I could sell or donate. I don't think there's a lot of donatable stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. There's no clothes in there at least. All right, y'all. I will see you on Saturday, Lord willing. And until then, don't forget to smash that like button. Be healthy, be well, be blessed. Take care.